something a little different today. I've never been on a little cruise. We're on the Mississippi River, and we're going to go through Lock and Dam 14 here very shortly. So I'm just going to do this. We'll go live through the lock, see how the heck this works. Lock and Dam 14 is just a little bit south of Interstate 80 on the Mississippi River. So, like that big plant right there, that's Alcoa. But that way you kind of get an idea of what's going on here. Kind of took the wife out on a birthday cruise. So probably have some problems with this. It looks like the cell service isn't the best right here, but we'll do something different and hope everybody's enjoying their day. I've got the staff back at the shop working, which is very unusual for me not to be at work, but decided to take the day off and spend it with the wife. And take to go through the locks here?
Not that long. I'd say about 10 minutes maybe.
Okay. Yeah, they're saying take about 10 minutes to go through the locks here, so something I've never experienced before. Hell, I haven't been on a boat in the river in probably close to 50 years either, so just never done it, but it's pretty cool seeing this. Plus, it's a little different. Normally, I'm at the shop going live doing something with products or race cars or something like that. I thought I'd just change it up a little bit today so you can see what's going on, and starting to get a group of people coming down here to watch this.
Then they got to turn the lock back around for the second half and lock that through. Then they got to wire it all back together before you can take off.
Or that's Highway 67 right there on the other side, and then that's the Canadian Railroad right there that runs from the Quad Cities up towards Clinton. Let's say give us a few more minutes here. Just never done this before, so see if it's what it's like. That house has got a pretty awesome view right there.
These dams hold water back, keep the water deep enough so we can navigate. If we didn't have these today, we probably wouldn't be out here. The water would be too low for us. All these locks and dams were built during the 1930s and 40s. Most of them all have been rebuilt, refabbed, all the way, new concrete, new wiring.
Hopefully you can hear what they're saying.
A lot of work to them to keep them up and running. Now, the United States Corps of Engineers, they're the ones responsible for running and maintaining the locks and dams. So these are all federal employees when we go in there. They all work for the Corps of Engineers. As well as you see one of the main yards for the United States Corps of Engineers straight ahead of us. You can see some of their equipment parked on the lower side. You can see a great big crane there and the towboats. That's all federal equipment. That's all owned by all you guys on here. And just above there, you can see all the great big buildings to the left, and you'll see lock kitties and barges in there. This is where they bring everything to rebuild everything and send it back out. Now, one of the questions I get asked most frequently is how deep is the Mississippi River? Now our average depth is 18 feet. That's our average depth. Pretty much our whole trip today will be 18 feet deep. Now some
Oops.
spots are a little bit lower, some other spots be a little bit deeper. I mean, right here we have around.
So anybody that's
13
watching,
feet of
where you
water
from?
right
Chime
here.
in. See, there's
That's
people
what
here
it's
in this
like
boat
this
from
is
Kansas,
believe this river is
a lot from
100 feet,
Oklahoma,
which it is once you get way down by New Orleans,
Wisconsin.
Baton Rouge, down that way.
Pretty neat.
They run ocean tankers as far north as Baton Rouge, which is almost 200 miles up to Mississippi. But up in this, from St. Louis north, our, like I said, the average is around 18 feet is our average depth. So for all you folks that cannot swim on the boat here, don't worry, just come up top. The second, third, fourth deck will all be out of the river. It's not that deep. Now they got that towboat, looks like he's out the other side there. So they'll be turning the lock back around for us here in just a moment.
It's pretty cool seeing
Now,
this
that
stuff.
towboat, you might see him up above the line, it's a little bitty one. It's like
Come on,
tan
chime in.
blue
Tell me where you're
trim.
from, what
Call
you're
that
doing
towboat.
today.
The reason he's
Like I say, it's very
sitting
rare. I
right
take
on
a
that
day off of
wall,
work,
because
but
he's gonna assist that great
it's
big
pretty
large
cool.
towboat into the lock. They call this cheap insurance because it costs that towing company about $800 for him to use his towboat to get him into the lock nice and safely. That little boat, that's the helper boat, he'll get on the front of that tow and he'll guide the front end into the lock chamber, and then the big line boat, he's on the back end, he'll shove it forward and control the back end. So he can easily reach into the lock. For $800, it's better than if he hits the lock wall and causes a lot of damage to those barges. Because he's pushing about $15 million worth of equipment and cargo.
So there's where they repair stuff going up and down the river.
Now you can get a little bit better look up to the left there. You can see a little more of the core equipment. I got a couple extra towboats laying in here. A bunch of equipment up in there. Right? They send us up and down the river wherever it's needed. Now this is the Rock Island District. You'll see on some of these barges, and I will say the Rock Island District. So the Rock Island District covers from Dubuque, Iowa, Lock 11, all the way down to Hannibal, Missouri, to Lock 22. So they're divided into three sections on this upper river. So you got the St. Louis District, and then the Rock Island District, and then you got the St. Paul District that covers the north side. So you got three sections of core that keep up with each their own section of the river. Now, of course, everybody asks about the floods. We're really low right now, water-wise. June and July, we're at extremely high flood waters. So where you parked your car or got off your motor coach this morning at lower lot, you come here in June, the first week or so of July, we had roughly about 6 to 7 feet of water in our lower parking lot. Just about our entire parking lot was in the river.
I swear it's just like the DOT workers sitting there doing nothing.
Now you see them dumping water out ahead of us. You see it coming out just behind those gates. If you look straight ahead of us, you see the water dumping out. That means they're dropping the chamber there. Now this is all done by gravity. They have a tube, a 14-foot diameter tube that runs from this lower pool to the chamber, and all they do is open the valves.
This is
that
pretty cool.
connect that tube, and then by gravity it levels itself off. That works on the other side as well. When they fill it, they'll open the valves on the upper side to that tube, and that will.
So the
like I
tug's
said,
getting
by
ready to
gravity,
come
it
through
levels
right
itself
there.
off. There's no pumping involved. So what will happen here once they get those lower gates open, we're going to drive into the chamber there. We're going to land on the left wall, and we'll catch a rope there so we don't bounce around and get all tight against that concrete wall. They'll shut the gates behind us so we're enclosed inside that chamber, and then they'll fill the water up. I think that Lock 14 should be right around an 8 or 9 foot rise. And it's almost 1 million gallons for every foot. So they'll dump about 7 to 8 million gallons of water in there in about 10 to 12 minutes. Once we get all the way up to that upper side, they'll swing the upper gates open. We'll untie the boat and off we go. Like I said, once we start getting inside the chamber, once we go through those lower gates, it takes about 20 minutes. It doesn't take very long at all.
Hell of a crane right there.
You can see all the pelicans here to our left. Lots of those. Those are actually pelicans. A lot of people have swims. A lot of seagulls and pelicans. Starting to see a little color. Should be able to see some eagles as well as we make our way up the river.
Probably should have started the video a little bit later. Sorry about that. I have no idea how long this takes, but we'll just stay live on it, and you always watch it on replay and speed it up and go through here. So what are they waiting for those gates up there to open, I take it? Or?
Yeah. I don't see no boat in there. So it's like, what are you doing? Could be.
So that barge up there, is he going over there for repair then, or?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
That or could just be maintenance.
Well, that towboat, you can see up ahead of us, he's just pushed into the long wall up there. Like I said, he's just waiting for that other towboat to come down. He'll probably slide out once we get ready to head out of there.
Guess we're at a standstill here.
Pushes in there, he has one engine running in gear. He's holding there. He's got a big towboat over there. He's moving some stuff around for the quarter there. There's some block gates as well sitting way up on the upper side. There's about 4 of them sitting there. You look way up to the left over behind that, way to the left of that tin building on the bar. There's a couple lock gates in there they're rebuilding. So they'll rebuild those. They'll take them out, switch them with one of the locks that are getting kind of rough. They'll go and change them out. They'll bring another old one back and rehab them out again, recondition them, and they'll ready to go back out. It's a constant rotation of lock gates. Doesn't take very long to switch lock gates out. When they come down and get all the stuff set up, they usually switch out a set of lock gates on one side in roughly about 6 to 10 hours. They can have it all done. It doesn't take very long. When you see the lower gates are
Oh, the gate's starting to open.
Right now.
You can just see the gate trying to open right there. So once that gets open, we'll be sliding on in there.
But we'll get up there pretty far. As we'll be coming back later on today, we come back to this lock usually around see this one again, just it's working opposite direction.
We start driving down in there now. Be pretty cool. Sorry about that, I hit the wrong damn button, but here we go into the locks now. Pretty cool to experience something different. What are those markers up there where it says BN 250, 200? Is that the length of it from back there up? Or?
Yeah, so BN stands for bull nose.
Okay.
Then the lock wall.
Okay.
So then you're getting greater.
Okay. So we're 100 foot from there to the door. Okay.
Then once you get in the chamber, they'll switch. Chamber 600, so the first number will be 600.
Okay.
555.
So the chamber's
Then when
600 foot deep then.
Yeah, 600 feet in length.
Okay.
Yeah.
Won't take that long to fill this up then, or
No, about 10, 15 minutes after that.
so we're gonna go up there to where the water looks like it's on the wall. Okay.
Yeah, so this deck, I should say the top of that wall will pretty much be on this rail.
Okay.
Yeah. What's that, about 12 feet maybe?
So they're gonna run us down here a ways, and then you'll tie us off. So
Yeah, so we're gonna go all the way up to like the 400, 450, and then Jeremy will catch a line, he'll shove into it, keep us secure to the wall. How's it going? Oh yeah.
So now we gotta get filled up with water until we get about level with that.
When we get some of that slack out, I say this one's going up.
So they tie the back of the boat down too then? Or?
Nah, because when you
Just
shove
one?
in this, he'll shove, which keep the head in, then he'll
Okay.
put a starboard rudder to hold the stern on. It's up here. Yeah.
Am I in your way here?
No,
Okay.
you're good.
Let's see.
Yep, once you try to get tight, then you might come up a lot. Maybe. That should be good.
Oh yeah.
Pretty cool seeing that.
Yeah, when you're doing this, you gotta be careful they don't hit on you. You gotta think, every foot's a million gallons, it only takes them. Get what I can. That's the way it comes. So, I don't know if you know anyone's ever explained it, so there's a force in the
Oh my gosh. We are. I'm tired of it.
Pretty damn interesting. Pretty interesting.
Good job. Yeah. You gotta make sure you know. Right. It's gotta go. Now.
Definitely. You can see the rise there. It's pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Pretty neat to see the rise of this going on.
Oh yeah. You can even see it push out over there. No.
As I hold the phone steady here, you can see the rise, how quick that goes up. Where do they bring the water in to fill this? And where?
That would be a question for him.
Okay.
I don't know.
Where's the water come in from to fill this? Where they?
So there's a 14 diameter foot tube that runs from the upper side to the lower side of the chamber.
Okay.
So it's all done by gravity. There's no pumps or nothing that run it.
Okay.
So of course the upper side's higher, so and we're lower. So they'll open that tube. There's a valve to open the valve, and it'll start flooding the water in from the gravity, trying to
Okay.
level it out. So then that 14-foot tube's dumping 12-foot raise, 12 million gallons of water in here, raises up 12 feet. And you can see in the middle of the chamber how it's a little turbulent.
Right.
That's it. That's the water coming through that tube, filling the.
Let me step out of your way, sir.
And then
You're fine.
same thing on the bottom side. They just open the tube and let all the water run out.
Okay.
All right.
Plus, we got to treat the guys here at the.
Yeah, we try to be nice.
And I got this stuff live. I assure you, I don't have you on here. So it's amazing how social media works.
Oh yeah.
I can't hold this much water. I'll eat it.
I'd make sure not to have anybody else in it. It's amazing too about the BS that can happen when you're doing that. Somebody finds out they're in it and they don't want to be. So had to learn the hard way.
Yeah, same.
You guys aren't coming back down.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we'll probably be back here. I'd say 4-ish.
How far up to Clinton do we go? Do we go to the railroad bridge or do we go through the bridge?
They're all going out through the railroad.
Just to it?
I think. I'm not quite 100% sure.
I was surprised that when we were cruising up the river, like when we went by Alcoa or Arconic, that they didn't announce to the people that's what it was. I was talking to a guy from Kansas, and I was telling him that. He's like, man, I would have never knew that. So, because you know we'd be going by 3M up here and Cordova Nuclear Plant. As you can see in the video now, look how high up we are here. Looks like only got about 2 more foot to go.
Yeah, don't turn around.
Pretty cool. You're That's pretty neat seeing that change there for the distance and height. Times do they do this cruise here?
You go to Clinton, I think.
So you go to different.
Go to Dubuque. We just got back from Prairie du Chien.
So when you do the Dubuque, how long a trip is that?
Usually from our dock to Dubuque is usually a 15-hour trip on the boat.
About what?
15 hours on the boat.
So then, how do the people get back? Do they bus them back? Okay. Just said, you think they would take them all the way up and back?
No. I don't have luxury doing that yet.
And there the gates are opening.
Hey, appreciate you guys getting us through here, man. This saves us a lot of time, man. I like how
Well, that's pretty neat. We'll be, we're going to be calling it good here, but we'll be probably come live again later when we get closer to Comanche area where I grew up, Clinton. So, y'all take care.
we'll be back later.
Y'all take care. Thanks for following along. Jimmy Peterson, you're missing out, man. Not only do we have great Midwest racing, it's a pretty awesome river here too. Y'all take care and thank you.